way, the one person that's actually tuning in, maybe I should turn it this way. Will it work? No, it works. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to show you how to make some linocut shirts if you make your own linocuts and you make shirts. I know you have shirts. You might not have linocuts. So I'm going to show you how to do it. This is a printing press that I'll be using. And we got Windex to clean up and baby wipes. Yes, I know, baby wipes.
You can't use baby wipes to clean up stuff. Nobody does that. You're a crazy person.
No, you can. They're wrong and they're stupid. So you can use baby wipes and blah, blah, blah. So my cousin wanted me to make him a shirt, and it's a medium gray shirt and it has fighting stereotypes on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to print up some screen prints, and if you want to know how to do that, I'll show you how to do that too. So, and you're probably like, well, you're a starving artist for a reason, because you do this all for free. But it's more about what you give to people than what you get back sometimes, most of the time, after you work 12 hours at a warehouse. So I just did that today, and now I'm doing this because apparently it's hard to get a date, and I can't do this. So printmaking is kind of just like my girlfriend. So after you get off of work, I guess when you're in a relationship, I've never been in one in about 10 years. So I guess when you're in a relationship, you probably go over to your girlfriend's house if you have one, and I don't. So this is the girlfriend's house, and it's a printing press, and that's very sad. I'm 35. Don't live at my parents' house anymore. I actually have my own house. I have my own house. Okay, I want to get the press. So let's go and find our block. And of course, it's not where I thought it was going to be. So I got to go find it. And this is going to probably be the most boring video you've ever seen in your whole life. Because I got to go find it. It's in the locker. It's in the hallway. Or maybe I can just take this with you. I'll just take this with me. You're going to hear like real big orchestration music. Where's my keys? I'm so tired. It's been such a long day. I don't know where my keys are. You're going to hear a lot of loud music because they're practicing for Ballet Under the Stars, which you should go to if you're in Lexington. So I got to go find my block. You're going to hear a lot of loud noises and general teenage noises. Okay, so we'll go out here. And one, two. I never get it on the first try. 1, 2. Okay, that probably dropped all the viewers because the internet and the cell phone service really does, it sucks here. It's just the worst. What else? Okay, so we're gonna set this little guy up. And so today on the menu, fighting stereotypes. Angie Lister gave me this design in 2015. She gave it in March, and I carved it up like June because I was going to school at the time. I was working like 50 hours a week, going to school, doing printmaking stuff, and it took me a long time to carve it, and it was a really great idea, so I just wanted to go for it. So thanks, Angie Lister, for making the idea and the suggestion for this block. She's on social media, and check out her website, Angie Lister Art. Just give that a search, and that'll get you to her work. She does fantastic paintings, and so yeah, there you go. So finding stereotypes going on a shirt for Derek Spalding, and then Caitlin Mottle. You took the intro to printmaking class. I believe this is yours. So I need to get this to you because, I mean, look at the work in this thing, right? I mean, it's a big deal. And so she needs to kind of come pick this up because it looks really good. So, and then I don't know, I might try to proof this. I don't have an edition of this. I just use it for bags and shirts. I mean, it is what it is, but whatevs. So, yeah, so there you have it. So, the first thing you do is you think about your life and get some ink. Actually, oh yeah, whoops, forgot about this. I got a printed edition of this. I only have like 5 or 6 of them. It's called Eat Your Veggies. I really need to do more of this. So I'm gonna try to figure something out with this. Will it fit on here? Ooh, it does. Well, now we can do something with this. And so yeah, there's that. Actually, I just remembered that this week is Burger Week, and so I'm going to do that. There's this amazing burger at this. I'm gonna get this wrong. It's called the Shake Stack, I think. Oh my gosh! If you saw this burger, just go to Visit Lex, their Instagram profile. He did a picture of it. Oh, golly! So I want to go get that burger. And there's a lot of burger restaurants in town. I don't know if any other cities do it. I just know they do it here, and it's like $5 for a burger. This thing just cannot behave. Why is this light overshadowing the whole thing? There we go. I think. Who cares? There's no one watching anyway. So I'm gonna go get this shirt printed up. And I'm using can you see it? It's a Dick Blick Econo Etch Model 2. I need to turn this around. Freaking selfie mode. It's a Dick Blick Econo Etch Model 2. This is a press I'm using. If you want to buy one, it's like $1,600. You can probably find it on eBay or Craigslist or something. And just go to the website. It's all the information. Dick Blick did not pay me to do this. They didn't endorse it. It's just really nice to have this thing. We've used it for years to go to events and do live printmaking. So there it is. That's what I use to do this with. Because a lot of people want to know what it is. And now you get to know. There you have it. So, I don't know if you can see because I can't see the screen now. So I probably should take this off of selfie mode. Probably. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So Speedball ink, super graphic black. Speedball's awesome. They sent us a bunch of ink to use for events and stuff. I bought that can in Atlanta, and probably should have had all my stuff laid out. Still won't get off camera, but who cares? So, whenever I have ink I'm going to set out. Ooh! Also, I'm teaching a class in Berea. It's the Berea Learn Shops, and I can't deal with this. I gotta switch it around. There we go. I'm teaching a class in Berea, the Berea Learn Shops. So really sign up for that. It's July 22nd. There you go. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. Totally forgot. I really don't know. There's something though. Can't remember it. Something big too. 15th. I think it's the open house. I think this weekend's like my weekend off, which is crazy because I've been really busy lately. I guess people want to hang out, but I'm so busy doing art stuff that it's hard to hang out. So it is what it is. So we got the ink rolling, controlling, drum and bass arena. And I'm going to spread it out over here. This is way more than what I need. Just so you can, that's what it looks like when you lay the ink out. That's the block. I got some on my finger. Anyhow, here is the printing press, also known as my girlfriend. And sorry this is not set up, but who cares? Who cares? And so we're going to roll this bad boy up. Roll, roll, roll your ink gently on the slab. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a print you make. That's why I don't talk much. Because when I do talk, I say things like that. And then people are like, another dad joke. Why do you have so many dad jokes? There's a book you can get that has them. And sometimes I just think of stuff to say because I've read so many dad joke books that, I don't know. That's what I do. And there we go. So we're going to get our shirts. So we got the shirt. Look at the spots. Look at the spots. And if you got that reference, please, oh please. Let me know if you did. So this is going to be exuberantly difficult. Exuberantly. Because we have to turn it a different way than I'm used to. Oh, this is not going to work. Because the block is too wide. There was another one we did on this press that worked a lot better because okay. I'm gonna use the big press. This guy. I'm gonna use this thing. As you notice, it's out of service, but I am a rule breaker. So, I'm going to put the camera here. Oh, hello, John Swick, and Megan Elaine Nowitzki. So, shirt print in time. Shirt goes down onto the press plating thing. It's been a long day. Then people always like, no, you don't need to do it that way. I always put paper in between the shirt so it won't bleed through the back, because you don't want it to bleed through the back. So I'm gonna just put the mother sucker in the shirt. I'll get this Facebook Live thing right one of these days. I promise you that. If you're looking for voiceover talent, that's literally the only voice I can do. But it's always been like a little dream of mine. Since I was a little kid, I was like, you know what, it'd be super cool to be a voice actor and do like cartoons and video games, all that fun stuff. So we got the paper in the shirt. You put that in so you could separate it between the shirt. Because if you don't want it to like press all the way down, and then it's gonna ruin the shirt. Well, it's gonna not ruin the shirt, but it'll just it won't look good. I'll just say that. It won't look good. So I spritz mine like that, good to go, and I'm gonna usually for medium shirts, because the collar is higher up, I just do about 3 fingers from the collar, and I'll just put the block down, and I'll show you what I mean in better detail. So essentially, there's 3 fingers from the top, and this is about balanced in there. So we got 4 fingers here and 4 fingers there. Wait, you can't see. I can't tell if you can't see. 4 fingers here, 4 fingers there, 3 fingers there. We're good to go. So I gotta set up the pressure to press this thing on the press, because that's what presses do. They press things, and they press them a lot. And no one's watching the video, but that's okay. Rome wasn't built in a day. But I tell you what was built, I believe heartache was. And it seems like it gets built a lot. Thank you, Bumble and Tinder. Destroying society one swipe at a time. So somehow there's like little gremlins that got in here. I don't know how they got in here. Best way to remove a gremlin, you swipe it out. There we go. All the marks are gone. That'll come out in the wash. And then I'm going to put some newsprint down. I actually might put down a whole bunch of it, just because it's going to need to absorb some of this moisture. And I'm not going to use these blankets. I'm just going to roll it right on the mother fricker. Ooh. I'm also going to add something to the agenda. A guy told me he's going to give me instructions how to fix the press, because it's kind of busted. Is there why are you using the press if it's fine? Well, I got some stuff I got to do. So it's It's gonna have to be busted. And I talk to myself a lot, but being on Facebook Live doesn't make it as sad. So it doesn't make it as sad. And this is not going to do what I wanted to do today. Today was the best day of your life. So make it the best day. Make it, bake it, take it, bake it, Jacob, make it, like it, rake it, bake it, shake it, blake it, make it. I hope somebody got that reference. Tony Clifton fans wrote woot. Let's just crank this through and let's just see what we get. I'm pretty sure that shifted, and you don't want it to shift. I'm always like, oh, what is shifting? We don't know what that means. Please explain these things. Shifting isn't good. You don't want it to happen. And when it happens, it sucks. So that's all you need to know. Basically. I think this got it. You probably can't tell because it's the back camera angle. But I see you before. I really should be right here. Okay, so the one person that's still looking at this thing gets to actually see the t-shirt be pulled off of the press. So, pull. Ooh. Have to smash it again. Let's do the time warp again. Registration tape. And problem solving is an important part of printmaking because like 80% of the time something goes wrong. So you gotta figure out how to solve your own problems in life. And I think I'm gonna ink it up and try to do it again. So to be able to do that effectively, I'm gonna put down some tape around the edges of where the block is going to go, and I'm going to make sure that it goes there. I need to get some more tape. I'm going to just go here to doing that. This video is definitely not edited, and it's Prime Day, Amazon. It's like the number one reason why I can't get dates. As soon as I say I work at Amazon, they're like, wow, I believe I've just now become very busy. As soon as you just told me what you do for a living. So I am not a very respecter of Amazon employees. Especially today. So I'm not going to date you because you work at Amazon. How lovely day. Swipe to the left or right, whatever it is. So, yeah, those of you who are married, just like hug your husbands and wives a little tighter tonight, because it's a nightmare out there. It's a nightmare. Nightmare. And let's see how this one came out, because that put a lot more pressure down. Yeah, I won't have to do that now. Okay. There's 2 of you watching. That's great. Okay, so I'll switch this camera around. Okay, here's a shirt. It's through the press. It looks good. I'm just going to, there's only 2, so whatever, who cares. So up it goes. There you go. Shirt printed. Item number 1 on the agenda completed. The press still works. Kinda, sorta, almost-ish. The guy who was supposed to come and fix it didn't come and fix it. So, there we go. I'll just put this here. No, it needs to go there. And if somebody wants to give me an early birthday present, give me a birthday present of Netflix. I used to have Netflix running here in the studio, and it was always the best thing. Here's a shirt. Hope you are able to understand like all that diatribe. So, Derek Spalding, here's your shirt, man. Medium gray. I'm gonna send it to you, and it should be there in however long the post office takes to deliver shirts in the mail. I think probably like 5 days. So there you go, shirt, yay! Everyone's happy and loves life, and they're always smiling. Oh, my high school art teacher, Connie Tucker, is tuning in, and we have Thomas Book out. Hey, what's up? So there you go. That's making t-shirts. I'm just be honest. I like making shirts better on t-shirt. I like making linocuts on t-shirts better than I do paper. Just do. I know it sounds weird, but I just like it. So this is gonna go on a drying rack up here. Bam. Here are 2 of here's one print I did. It's called Eat Your Fruit. Can't get this the right way. Oh shoot, I don't like that. Smartphones are not smart. It's called Eat Your Fruit. It's a lino cut. It's gonna be at the Downtown Art Center. Oh Lord. And this is a goatee, because it's a goat, and he's in a t-shirt, and he's got a goatee. So if that's not a perfect storm of dad jokes, I don't know what it is. I didn't do too many of these, so I don't know what's going to sell. And I don't know who buys any of my artwork, and it's just really tough to find all that information out. I'm an artist, not a businessman. I don't think artists should have to be both. Doesn't make them better, doesn't make them worse. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, the shirt is done. I still got ink over here. And I'm just leave it out. It's oil-based ink, you can leave it out. That's all you have to know. We don't need any complicated questions about what's the Celsius Fahrenheit of the pigmentation of the drying component of, you can leave it out, okay? So just you can leave it out. And this is our screen printing table, and I'm gonna print up some screen prints. So those of you, I gotta do this quick because I gotta get this burger from I gotta get this burger, man. My life depends on it. My life depends on it. So this is a screen I made, screen printing, coated with emulsion, let it dry, shoot it out with this thing, then shoot it out with water in the other room, which is over there, and then you bring it back here once it's dry, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to hook this up just like this, and I got a little trick, actually. Oh, where did they go? He's leaving, removing stuff. I'll be back. So way did they go, George? Which way did they go? Where? Hey, look, it's stuff. Oh, if you go anywhere, restaurants, give us spoons. We need spoons. We love spoons. We like spoons. Oh, there you are. Ha. Okay. Nobody's watching again. I don't know if it's a connection or I'm just boring as hell. I think it's a perfect storm of both. And, oh, you know what? I've always complained that there was a mirror here. Okay, I don't know what happened. See, look, you got these clippy clips. Clip 1. Clip 2. Okay? And they're like, why did you just do that? Well, that's because I don't want the screen, I don't want the squeegee to, ooh, God, that's a problem. Probably should use one that's sanded. Yeah, that would be good. So you don't want your squeegee to fall in the ink because it's a nightmare. It's just a nightmare. So when you tilt it back up, that's what generally happens with a squeegee. Look at that. So you just like lean it. You just got something to lean on. Just 2 little bull clips. There you go. I saw it somewhere. I don't remember. So whoever did that and they want credit for it, just yell at me and be like, you took my idea, you big jerk, why'd you take my idea? It's the best idea I've heard, and you just took it. Well, I will stab thee with the squeegee of eternal stabbing. And I gotta go get the paper, because that's the most important thing you need. And actually, if you take a look, there's a little tiny hole there for no reason. I don't know why there's a hole there, but you can fix it, and I'll tell you how to do that. Did it fall? Yes. iPhones like to fall on things. I don't know why. Oh, if anybody wants to order something, email me. Actually, I've got a rant for that. My email address is steve.wiggins@gmail.com. And my name is Steven. I prefer to be called Steven with a PH. My email address is Steve, because the guy who set it up for me said that, well, my email address would be too long if I said Steven. So, God, I can't get this thing. Stop falling over. Be a team player, camera. Is that the ice cream truck? No, it's not. Okay. There was an ice cream truck. Sorry, folks. I would have had to say adios. Because I haven't actually had any ice cream from the ice cream truck this summer. And I'm not doing it right, man. I'm just not doing it right. Like, dude, that's what summer's about. I'm using duct tape, and everyone's like, you're not supposed to use duct tape. Why are you using duct tape? It's not working. Why do you do this? Because I don't care. I like breaking the rules. That's what it is. Breaking rules. And I think this is good. I'm going to do a test print first. So I don't know where to set this up so you can see me in action of the screen printing time. And anybody that is watching this, which I highly doubt, oh yes, get this book immediately. I forgot what I was talking about, so I'm gonna shut up because it probably wasn't important. I think I'm gonna do like a little split fade because I don't know. I just like doing them. And you're not supposed to use that reason if you're in school. But guess what? I'm not in school anymore, so I can't. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm not getting a grade for this because once you get out of school, welcome to that slap in the face. And you gotta do things to survive and not for a grade. And if you're doing stuff for a grade, well, that's gonna be quite a difficult situation for you. So, Jiminy Christmas. And I need to invest in some plastisol ink, but the mortgage also needs to invest in my money. So, if anyone wants to just give me some plastisol ink, that would be utterly fantastic. I would really love that because I need plastisol ink in my life. And it's been several years. I used to work at a couple different screen printing companies here in town, and just always, I don't know, had access to plastisol. But now, you know, like I said before, that slap in the face that comes with, well, you got bills to pay, the screen printing job laid off, now you don't have access to their equipment. If you had that situation set up, if you're a printmaker and you're not working in a screen printing shop, you're doing it wrong. Is it really 8 o'clock? It cannot be 8 o'clock. I refuse to think that it's 8 o'clock. It did not take an hour to set up and print one gosh darn shirt. And I bet it freaking did. Oh, that's agonizingly depressing. Today has just been... That's probably too much off contact. So we're going to back off a little bit. I know you can't see. I just have my iPhone 5S. And if you want a better... There we go. Let's see what we got. And that's the only way you know. See what you do. So we got our ink, speedball, good stuff. Will this let you focus in on things? No. What's this do? I don't know what this is. Okay, anyhow. Oh, if you double tap the screen, it'll flip it over automatically. That's kind of cool. Didn't know about that. So yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna put some of this to do like a legit split fade. Trying to think, where should I put this red? I'll put some red right here. There's a red. Look at the spots. Look at the spots. So red, red, red. Red was the color that they gave me. Red, 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 red. And I'll put, well, oh well. We will figure it out. And it's so cool. Like today at work, I just grabbed a whole bunch of plastic spoons and nobody said anything. So I will continue to do so, I guess, until they fire me, I guess. I don't know. I don't endorse that behavior. Just saying. But so I like red to black, split fades, split fountain, whatever they're freaking called. You figure it out. And I'm gonna do a couple of these, just because I want to do something fun today. Something that I like. And I'm going to do it from this side. No, I'm not, because there's no space to do that over there. So just make adjustments. You find if something's not working, you don't like it the way it is, you just get your table and you just turn it around. Just bring it around town. Bring it around town. Just put it up like that. Move this thing out of the way. There you go. Now it's where I want to be set up. And it's a lot like life. If you don't like what you're doing or where it is, fix it and change it. You're supposed to do your paper before. But I don't know how many of these I should do. Like I said before, I have a really big selling problem. Is the selling of the thing. And so you can see me fail at cutting the paper. There's a better way to do it than I'm doing it. You're probably like, why aren't you doing it that way? I'm like, well, I'm tired. I just want to get it done. So we're just going to get it done. Oh, this paper came from Grace Wintermeyer. I think she got married and she moved to Alaska. And then before she got married and moved, she was like, hey, I have some paper for you. And I was like, oh, I have a place for the paper. I would like to use it. She was like, well, okay, here's the paper. I was like, thank you very much. I think if it's 10 by 11, we should 10 by 11 and a half. That should work. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah. So it's 30 inches. I'm breaking all the rules and all the common sense rules because people with common sense wouldn't do it this way. But I don't have any of that. So, and the ink should never go on the paper cutting place because it's again common sense situation. I make the mistake so you don't have to. So you get to see paper being cut. What a lovely day for me to poop on. I'm gonna move this camera somewhere, and you're gonna see me move the camera. Yay! What a waste of time. Let's see, 10 inches. So that wasn't done right at all. So 10 inches. Neither was it. So now we have the paper. I don't know how many to make, like I said before. I really don't. So let's see. I'm just going to cut it in half. We're going to cut it at 11. Let's see, about 11 and a half. I think that'll work. I think I'll make, we got 4 images. I'm going to make about 10 prints per image. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we don't have any extra scraps. That's what you want. No extra scraps. Not today. We will not have any extra scraps. We will just have the paper. and it'll be used more than once. And I'll tell you how this thing is right underneath the mother fricker. And I got big feet, and so every time I bump up against it, so much better. So there's 11 and a half. Oh, doing it wrong again. Doing it wrong again. Yeah. 10 inches. Down we go. Down goes Fraser. Or the paper. Down goes the paper. Down goes the paper. So there we go. 10 inches. And I gotta grab the other. No, I don't. Well, I hope this is right. That'd be the worst. The screen that I needed to have ain't where it needs to be. Or maybe I put it somewhere. I put it. Where did it go? Screen. Screen. Alright. Where did it go? Oh God, and black on my face the whole time. Whew. Don't you hate it when things in front of your face and you don't know where they've been? And then you look and there they are. And you're like, well, look at that. You've been there the whole time. You've been there the whole time. You've been there the whole time. 12. That's 12. That's 13. So I'm going to do a couple more of this. Ooh, bloody rockers. There we go. So, all right, got paper ready to go. I got a bunch of spoons. I always used to worry I can't use the spoon. I'm so afraid of using all my spoons. I don't know if anyone's interested, but I also do a radio show in WRFL, or used to back in the day, as far as the days went. There we go. Good as a gander. Good as a gander. So I'm gonna grab my squeegee. I'm gonna get some. There's a print on it. There's a print. I'm gonna grab from this brand new stack of newsprint we got. I gotta get to this restaurant to get this burger. So I'm gonna print the hell out of these things. First. Hey, look. Hey, look. Newsprint. I don't know who makes this. Strathmore. I think we're good. Had a couple test prints. Came out nice. So,
It's go time.
it is go time. It is go time. Always keep another little can around so you can keep the and I'm not a very entertaining person, so I don't talk that much. Just not that way. So, I'm going to just crank these screen prints out. I hope they will meet your approval. Your approval. Approval. Approval time. Yeah. Hope I don't get sued for using that part of your song. Hope I don't get sued. Using that part of the song. And I hope I don't get sued, cause I don't like getting sued. I don't got much money. Honey, honey. Ooh, somebody stepped in right now. They'd be like, well, we know why you're single. So, the first good print on good paper. Sideball in the corner pocket. And we'll hit it twice just for be nice. Just to be nice. I think that came out okay. I can live with this. I can truly live with this. Oh. I forgot to show you guys the viewing public of what we got. There's a little screen print. I like the texture actually, and it'll do. I'm good with it. Not everything can be perfect. So. I think I'm gonna do like, I don't know how many to do of these. Maybe like 5, I don't know. I just really enjoy screen printing. I can't say that I'm the best at it, but I just really like it. So, I don't know. I think I'm very fortunate. I'm very lucky to be able to have something that I enjoy doing. And I'm almost sort of kind of good at it. So. So does anybody have any questions for me? Any burning questions that you want me to answer? No, you don't, because nobody's watching. So I'm going to go to Instagram. Thanks for tuning in. See you later, folks.